In this video, we will show you how to replace your washer fluid reservoir on this Kia Forte Koup. This will be located along the passenger side front of your vehicle. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Locate your washer fluid reservoir. We're going to follow the neck down along the backside here so we can start disconnecting a wiring harness from its mounting point. To start removing this, I'm going to use some long nose pliers. If you have a hard time getting your hand down in there, you could pry it out of place also using a small screwdriver if necessary. There we are. The rest of the washer fluid tank is going to be located technically behind the front bumper cover, but we can gain access to that straight through this area. To easily have access, we're going to safely raise and support and remove our front wheel. To remove the front wheel, you'll find that you have 5 21mm lug nuts. We'll remove all 5 of those and the wheel from the area. With the wheel out of the way, we can start dislodging our inside fender liner. When I'm doing this, I like to start underneath the front bumper cover. To dislodge this, you're going to find you have 2 push clips that we're going to remove. To remove either of these, start by carefully removing the center to unlock it, and then remove the outer portion, pulling it out of place. You can use a small prying device for this. I'm going to use a trim tool. Once you have it out of there, just a quick inspection. We'll set it aside and continue along. Now moving up from there into the wheel well, we're going to have 2 more push clips to remove. Same process, start removing the center, remove the outer portion. At this point, you should be able to take hold of the inside fender liner and the bumper cover. We'll gently start flexing things and pull the fender liner out and around the back side of the brakes so we can gain access in and behind the front bumper cover. With that pulled out of the way, we have a clear view of our washer fluid tank. Before we start dismounting the washer fluid tank from the body of the vehicle, we have to remove the washer fluid hose and the electrical connector from the washer fluid pump. Before you start removing the washer fluid hose, keep in mind, if there's washer fluid inside of the fluid reservoir, it's going to make its way out of here. To help prevent making a mess, have a collection receptacle under the area. And secondly, it's a good idea to have a small rubber boot that will be able to fit over the end of the washer fluid pump, preventing any fluid from making its way out. If you needed to, you could grab a bleeder screw cover from along one of your brake calipers. Let's start removing that hose. Just give it a little twist, slide it right on off of there. A little bit of the fluid coming out. We'll put that cover on. We'll follow the hose up and dislodge it from its mounting point in the washer fluid reservoir. Inspect the hose. We'll temporarily set that aside. Continuing from there, we'll tackle that electrical wiring harness for the pump. It has a locking tab. Squeeze it in, pull this out of place, and then we'll dislodge the wiring harness from that washer fluid reservoir just above this area. Quick inspection for corrosion. Let's start looking at the mounting hardware here. Up along the top corner, you don't actually have to remove this mounting bolt. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, you can just leave that as it is. This mounting point actually slides in over the head of the bolt, so we're not going to touch that. If you were to look just below it, you'll find one of the 10mm headed mounting bolts holding this in place. The second one is going to be located on the opposite side of the washer fluid tank along the front. You can see it right down in here. This one's the hardest one to get to. It's not very hard, but that's the one we'll start with. A quick inspection of the mounting hardware as we continue. We'll set this aside. Let's make sure we're holding onto that washer fluid tank while we remove our final piece of mounting hardware here using our 10mm. As we start removing the washer fluid reservoir, we're going to have to slide it towards the front of the vehicle just enough that it can become displaced from this area, and we'll pull it down and out at an angle if necessary. There it is, friend. Okay, let's get ready to install our brand new washer fluid reservoir. When we're installing this, we want to make sure that we install it so that this area makes its way around its mounting point in the vehicle. So we'll be sliding it up, pushing it forward towards the bumper cover, and then sliding it rearward. While holding this in place, let's start in our rearward lower mounting bolt here. Now we can make our way to the forward mounting bolt. Let's get this one in there. This one's a little bit hard to see. The forward bolt's tight. Let's make our way back to the back side there. We'll snug this one as well. With the reservoir resecured, it's time to reconnect our washer fluid pump and secure the wiring harness. We're just going to press that right into its mounting point. Let's move along to our washer fluid hose now. We'll take this and slide it right onto the washer fluid pump nozzle there. Give it a light tug, make sure it's secure. If it feels like it's loose, you could try trimming off a little bit of the hose and sliding that on. If it's still loose, hold it in place with a wire tie. Ours is secured very well. We'll continue on with securing the hose up along the washer fluid tank. It should have a couple small areas. Go ahead and pick one of those and slide it right on in there. Make sure your hose is not crimped in any way. We don't want any fluid restriction. One last quick inspection in this area to make sure everything's tightened and reinstalled, and we can reinstall our fender liner. With this in the proper placement, we'll start reinstalling our push clips into their proper mounting points. When installing your push clips, essentially you want to push in the outer portion. Once it's bottomed out, lock it in with the center. Let's make our way back up underneath the front bumper cover. Just install both of those push pins. Make sure this is properly secured. You don't want this hanging down while you're driving down the road. Now it's time to reinstall the wheel. We'll get the wheel back on the ground, and then we can torque each of these to 80 foot-pounds. With the wheels safely back down on the ground, we'll be torquing these in a crisscross manner. Torqued. Let's make our way back up under the hood. Making our way down in this area, we're going to resecure our wiring harness. We don't want anything moving around on us while we're driving down the road. Just press it in, listen for a click, give it a little tug, make sure it's properly secured in place. The next thing we'll do is continue on to filling the washer fluid reservoir. It's a good idea to use a funnel for this so we don't make any mess. If you had any fluid in the original reservoir that you want to reuse, go ahead and add that now. Otherwise, just go ahead and use the manufacturer's specified washer fluid in the reservoir. Got my original reservoir here. Once it's full, go ahead and remove the funnel. Install your cap. Okay, friend, we finished our installation. At this point, the next thing that you want to do is go ahead and hop in the passenger compartment and test the functionality of your washer fluid pump. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.